What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for my third video of the day. General Grievous from Hot Toys. Finally, for anyone who's been holding out and not getting that, complicated to say the least sideshow version. And when it's available, you can pre-order this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. This is what everyone has been waiting for. Look at that openable. It's not even a word. Chest armor displaying inner mechanical parts. Die-cast version of General Grievous. Everyone is just asking Hot Toys to do their take because of that disaster that I never really purchased it, so I don't know what this, from what I heard, the joints are cracking, all that stuff. This is Hot Toys. I hope they don't run into similar issues. But I have more faith in them than I have with Sideshow when it comes to this. So we're just die-cast metal components. It shows you exactly what the die-cast parts are. And again, this is Hot Toys, and they do have some issues in the past. I'm not going to lie about that. But I'm just betting here that they're going to be better than Sideshow. I think that's a pretty safe bet to take. With that being said, it looks phenomenal. I always wanted a General Grievous. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I always liked this design. Oh, look at that. There's an Obi-Wan in the corner, waiting to be teased. It's teased, but we know there's going to be announcement imminent of a new Obi-Wan. It's going out in the market for pretty high value right now. But look at this guy, right? He's such a badass looking character. My kids love him on Lego Star Wars. So I always use my kids as an excuse to purchase something that I don't have like an emotional attachment to. But I just like the look. I think it's a pretty cool looking character. With that being said, he's die-cast. Gonna be better than Sideshow. You can purchase now for around like maybe $220 new. You can probably find it $180 used. But with that being said, are you really willing to go to that hassle? Separate rolling eyeball system, which I don't think Sideshow does have. You can replace the helmet too with battle damage pieces on it. It is beautiful. It's a cool looking, beautiful figure. And sometimes that's all I need. I try to simplify my life, right? Like I don't buy as much anymore. But when I do, it's and there's because of the lack of Marvel / DC outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, which is I'm hoping that they would be the next No Way Home. I don't have any projects right now where I have to complete a line, so these kind of for me deviates from my usual. As long as it's a good looking figure, I don't mind. I'm a figure collector as well, not just a movie lover. So, but I did like the movie. So to be fair, I did like this movie. But man, he just looks badass. Now for you, I mean, if you're being selective, if you are a Star Wars fan, even at that, right? Even at that, at the most selective, he's. I guess unless you're just collecting the OT, then yes, you could skip on this. But if you're a Star Wars fan, come on. Look at this guy. I mean, one thing too is that it comes with a USB powered lightsaber. It works for Jedis because you can kind of hide the cord into their, to their outfit. Basically, you run it through their whatever, their clothing, and you can't see it. But with this guy, it's gonna be hard without the cape though. With the cape, I guess it's better. But let's see how it's gonna turn out. But overall, man, I like the overall look. Look at the cape. I think it's wired. I didn't even read the description. I bet you it's wired, so it could be in dynamic poses. Look at this level of details right here. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it looks cool. 3 modes of mechanical arm display. Oh, you can have 2 arms, 4. I don't even know what I'm looking at the bottom. Yeah, but looks really cool. And the die-cast materials that they do have with him, if it goes back to that red parts. Okay. So the arms are not, but those are the pretty much most of the legs. The armor pieces, I get it. You can't the structure itself, if you can get away with not being all die cast, because it's gonna weigh it down. And the biggest problem, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because I never had a sideshow version, is the arms could never stay in one place, right? Like you can't have him in this pose like this because it just falls off. I don't know if it's because of the ratchet, the way how it worked out, but again, Hot Toys hoping that I'm sure they had a copy of that, studied it, and took notes on what not to do. Right, like from that sideshow version, I was like, okay, we can't do this. We got to give him this. So to perfect this, so sideshow walked so that Hot Toys could run in this process, and I hope they do run because this looks like a really home run figure. Look at that look right there. That is beautiful, man. I mean the special edition exclusive, the commemorative coin. I mean, I don't know how many people really are collecting these things. If I thought that the hologram thingies are not as important to me, much more so a coin. Like, I'd rather have those little hologram things. At least you could kind of use that maybe once in a while into photography or, displaying your figures. And I don't think that pertains to General Grievous, exactly. But I'm just saying, I'd rather have those than the coins itself. And there's two versions of the coins. And then you got this red, bronze, whatever coin there. I'm sure there's coin collectors out there. It's kind of like those pins. And if you think this is worth the extra, to pre-orders this early, or I mean, if you were just gonna pre-order it and it's the same price, I get it. But if you have to get it from Hong Kong, then kind of like you gotta love that coin that much. The base is kind of simple. I wish it came with that Rocky type of base, the one that he's standing on right now, because I think that would have been a lot cooler. But at the same time, we don't know how this guy's gonna stand. That he needs a flat base to be able to balance. So that's another factor. We don't know that information as of yet. So I do get that decision. But look at this pose right here. Man, that is badass. That is a badass pose. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Are you guys going to pick this up? Are you excited for this? If you get to that post, I don't know where you're going to hide or how are you going to hide those USB cords. But we will find out. But let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.